with that. Woo, you guys, welcome to Commercial Break, where we bring you everything pop culture and commercials, where we interview the funniest people in commercials today, many actors, comedians, people that we work with side by side out here in LA. So we're really excited to have you guys here tonight with our 6 o'clock time slot, which we're loving because we get to get this done and then we get to go out and party, right, Mike?
Yes, we do. Rebecca, why are you not wearing the red dress from the party?
I didn't realize that the red dress was such a big hit with my streamers. I'll make sure I break that out next week. There is a story behind the red dress, I will tell you. And a lot of you have been asking me on my Facebook, what designer is that? Like, as if, you know, on the red carpet.
Who are you wearing?
Who are you wearing? And I have no idea. But I do know I got it at Nordstrom's, and I do know this, that if I want to return it, they'll probably take it back along with a cat, some WD-40, and a soccer ball, because that's how Nordstrom's is, right, Mike?
Exactly. Although Tumor 20 is already upset. He says you're showing no cleavage tonight, so tonight's show is already a fail.
Well, I apologize. I'm proper. I'm wearing like a Star Trek shirt. It looks like I'm one of the people from Star Trek, like old school Star Trek, like one of those. No, maybe. Anyway, without taking up too much time, I do want to introduce our lovely guest here tonight. He's been in a lot of commercials, but he's also been in a ton of television. I hope you guys have a chance to IMDb him. Please welcome comedian and actor Stacy Hall here with us tonight.
Hello.
Yay, yes. In the studio.
In the studio, in the house, baby.
I want you guys to know Stacy is a regular recurring role on the show Raising the Bar on TNT. In case you haven't had a chance to check out that show, you should be watching it. It was ranked right next to The Closer, so it's a big hit. A lot of people like it. It's a legal drama, if you will. A legal drama. Just what we need, one more legal drama on television, but we just love stuff like that. And you guys, we had so much fun. Mike, did you have fun at the 1000th episode party?
I'm told I had fun.
Oh.
The pictures seem like I had fun.
Really?
My memory is a little fuzzy, but I just remember there were drink tickets and craziness.
Oh, yes, the drink tickets were all over the place.
I blame Chloe.
I blame Chloe for everything that night. I think we should just have I blame Chloe for anything we ever do when we go out. There were a lot of drink tickets, and there was one guy I noticed at the party. He dropped his drink on the cement in the middle of the bar like 3 times within 1 hour. I saw him do that.
And how many times do I have to say I'm sorry, Rebecca?
I wasn't going to tell anyone it was you, but you had to rat yourself out. So Brian, we do need to show those red carpet pictures because we all look so lovely. I don't have the ones of Mike, Chloe, and I yet because we haven't posted them yet, but I do have these from some. Yeah, we did. Chloe. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, who is that damsel in distress on the red carpet without her co-host who was an hour late? Who is that? Oh. Look at Brian, looks like he's the man in that picture. He's just like, yeah, I got my own network.
I was not happy about wearing a tie, but whatever.
You look handsome. You were like, yeah, I got my own network, people.
Thank you.
Oh, who's that?
Hogely Dogely.
Yay, Hogan. Oh, he's got a show coming up here, I think, on the stream.
It's called GTFO.TV, and it's on Mondays at 10 now.
Yeah, he's really excited. In case you guys don't remember Hogan, that was him. I think we make a cute couple. What do you think?
Swing.
We're not a couple at all. In my head, we are. But in more recent news, my friends thought this would be funny to send to me when they were on a trip to New York City. I thought how appropriate to bring it in today, since the Sox, when we got here, were losing to the Yankees. And they wrote to me, "We love you." Don't you think that's mean for your best friends when they know you grew up as a Red Sox fan? I just want to show you guys that. Brian, I hope you don't get sued that I showed this, but sorry.
It's all good.
I mean, but I'm excited that you just showed the entire stream world their address. I like that part.
Yeah, we're in a pretty high quality lately, so yeah, it's very possible.
Did I really do that?
We'll fix it in post. It'll be fine.
Can we fix it in post? I do not. You know what? Everyone should use a stalker once in a while, you know? Actually, you guys, I don't live there anymore, so good luck to you. Good luck to you. Moving on, we think we're so funny, but Stacy's funnier. He books all the time. He's clearly funnier because he books commercials all the time. He's been in Raising the Bar, Prison Break, Without a Trace, The Bold and the Beautiful, Desperate Housewives. I mean, I have to flip the page here. He was in Sleeper Cell, Entourage, Cold Case, Injustice, Strong Medicine, The Shield, Ghosts of Mississippi. He's had his own comedy specials on Bet, Comic View. He's been a writer, producer. There's just a lot going on, Stace.
Yeah. I like the fact that you say Bet Comic View. It's BET's Comic View, right?
I knew that. Listen,
Did you really just do that, Rebecca?
Bet Comic View.
I'm sorry.
That just goes to show.
I'm so embarrassed. Can I tell you?
I love that.
I went out for a pilot for BET like 4 years ago. I do understand there is a BET network. I know it exists. I didn't mean to say bet. That was pretty funny,
it stands
You're
for
never gonna live that
Black
down.
Entertainment
Yes,
Television.
I know what it stands for, and that's why I thought it was very funny that I was up for a pilot.
It's okay. I get it. I get it all the time.
Are you jealous? I was up for a pilot, and I'm a white girl at BET.
No, actually.
They hire
because,
white people.
They hire white people all the time. You know, now you're going to say because they own by Viacom now, so you see white people on the set all the time. And the white comics come and perform on Comic View. I'm just waiting to get on Comedy Central. Will they show this brother some love? How about that?
I mean, really, Comedy Central, they are so prejudiced. They need to.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But you guys, I really need to show you his first commercial so we can dissect it, get the whole behind the scenes gossip. This was an Arby's ad that Stacy did with somebody that you're going to recognize. Let's go ahead and take a look.
You catch the game last night? Heartbreaking. I can't believe we blew that lead. Whole season down the drain. Wow. This horsey sauce has really got some kick. Yeah, I'm dying over here.
Are you tough enough to handle Arby's new Big Kicker beef toasted sub? Made with extra spicy horsey sauce for that extra kick. It's a huge portion of roast beef piled high with melted Swiss on toasted ciabatta bread. One big bite and you'll be saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
I'm tough enough to handle that sandwich. That sandwich looks good. Did you get free sandwiches?
No, actually, we didn't get free sandwiches. Actually, what we did, we just kind of act like we was taking a bite and then had to throw it down. So
Did you have the spit bucket?
No, we didn't have a spit bucket. No, they actually took a bite of the sandwich. Like they have this tool that can actually take a bite of the sandwich for you, so you can hold it up to your face. So it's not like the old days where you have to have a spit bucket. Now
Wait,
they just
have
this
tool?
They have a tool that they can just break off the sandwich and make it look like someone was eating the sandwich.
Ridiculous. They can hire me to sit there. I will bite off. I will bite off. Mike, wouldn't you bite off the sandwich for them? Like what? They
Of course I would.
For that?
I'm gonna hit Arby's on the way home, and I don't need a tool. It's just, no, it'll be fine.
No, yeah. Between takes, they was just, between takes, they was really just coming to me like, "Hey, here's your other one." I'm like, "Did someone bite off this one?" No, just take it. You'll be fine. I'm like, then I'd seen them off to the side, kind of breaking it off. I was like, wow. I was like, I didn't have to get full off Arby's because I had just ate breakfast that morning. So I was like, wow, will I have to eat Arby's all day long?
Mike, one more question before we go to the next one.
Well, I just want to go back to the Showtime thing. I think this is yet another reason to hate New York.
Okay.
But everybody's really excited. Everybody else is very excited about Arby's, and I think they're going to get a lot of business tonight, traced back to Stacy and us
and
doing
us.
the show.
Yes,
And this is why Carl's Jr. should just get on it and sponsor our show already. Carl's Jr.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Really, Carl's Jr.? Get off of it. Hurry up. I want to say really quick hi to Mad Guy, Shock, Unknown Turtle, Tumor 20, Bottom Boy, Justin 77, Anastasia Fall, EDDD22 has Mike 16323, Esteban 37, Dalgoria, Drink Moxie, Dan Jen, Fat Boy 24, nasty comments in the chat room. You're very naughty. Whimsy, Ripper 1226, Raphael Balaxar, and Vegs. What's up? Pantera fan, where are you? Did we break up? I showed my address. Anyway, moving on to the next clip. This is a PSA. And Stacy, will you tell them what a PSA is?
Well, a PSA is basically a public service announcement to the communities of the United States, however. Mostly put on by the Ad Council campaign, but this commercial is hilarious. I did it with a guy that was dressed in a pig prosthetic uniform and this Latino guy. Anyway, just take a look. It's hilarious.
All right, you guys. So, a PSA is a public service announcement, just like we know BET is Black Entertainment Television. Let's go ahead and take a look at Feed the Pig, Brian.
60-inch screen, high definition. Football season is coming up. You can watch it right here. What do you think?
I'll take it.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You're right. I don't need it.
So is that an anti-gambling campaign, or is that a you should save your money no matter what campaign?
Actually, it was like, you should save your money, you know.
Yeah.
And I was trying to sell this TV, and what was so funny about it is they had this huge, we went to this TV store, and they had this huge big TV up there on the wall. And they dressed this pig up. They had to make him up for like 17 hours.
Oh my gosh. 17
hours, this pig, okay? And we just pretty much improv the whole thing. So the look we gave, the fact that I was pitching to the TV, all that was my writing. And it was just so funny, the look that we had between each other at the end of the commercial. It was just hilarious. But they fly this guy around now. They fly him around.
Like the pig guy?
Yes. They book him at different events, speaking engagements. I mean, found first class, the whole 9 yards. I mean, this guy is paid.
Well, I hope he doesn't catch the swine flu.
Yeah, really.
So stupid. Mike? Mike? Mike?
Oh, is your mic working again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you for a second.
Oh. Really? Is
You
my
had a
mic
little,
been
no,
broken?
you're fine now. You had a little
Okay.
difficulty.
Oh, I did? Oh,
Actually,
that's
I think
awful.
I have a good question for Stacy from Bottom Boy, but I think we might be getting ahead of ourselves. But Bottom Boy wants to know what it was like to work with Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Wow. Well, you know, Mark is a really, really cool guy. I mean, you know, when I first met him and we was in the makeup trailer, and I was about to call him Zach because I know him from Saved by the Bell. So I was like, hey, Mark Paul, what's up, man? You know, and from then on, you know, he was a little reserved, and then we just became friends. I mean, we worked together for 17, 18-hour days, and, you know, lead actors, I just let them do their work, and I just enjoyed it. And I mean, Mark is a very, very cool, down-to-earth guy, and he is a great, great actor. I mean, I really have to put that out there, that I learned a lot from him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Call back to your Arby's ad. That's the guy from, I can't think of the sitcom name. The guy in the Arby's commercial with you. He's in that sitcom, King of Queens. Is that
King
him?
of Queens? Oh my God! Everybody mistake this guy as Kevin James.
He's not the guy. He looks just like him.
He get mistaken all the time as Kevin James.
Well, they
really.
could be. They seriously could be twin brothers. Mike, didn't you think he looked like the guy
I totally
from?
thought it was Kevin James.
That's who I thought it was.
Really?
I thought you were like in the Arby's campaign with someone famous.
That would have been
Look
so
out for this
cool.
guy.
That would have been so cool,
Oh,
and I
man.
probably would have got a role on King of Queens. But
I mean,
no,
you probably would've.
everybody recognizes this guy on a day-to-day basis. They say he gets it all the time. So I'm like, hey, I hope it helps him get more work.
You know, sometimes it does. I think when you look like certain people, it does actually help you get some work. You know what happened to me at a commercial audition the other day? I went in and one of the casting assistants said, we had Stephanie Courtney on here months ago, the Progressive Girl. He said, you remind me of Stephanie Courtney, the Progressive Girl. You guys are kind of alike. And I was like, ooh, say that again. Maybe I'll end up with a gig like
Put
hers.
that out into the universe.
Put that out there, you know.
I mean, sometimes people will recognize you, and I mean, I get this sometimes. I don't understand why. Some people think I look like Forrest Whitaker. I don't.
You do look like Forrest Whitaker. I can see that.
Casting directors would say, hey, you remind me of Forrest Whitaker. I'm like, yeah. So give me this lead role, and I can really know you're telling the truth.
Right.
You know, because
right.
you know. But I don't know. I love it. I mean, hey, he's an Oscar winner.
Yeah, he is.
So
you do look a lot like him. Mike, what are they talking about in there? Do they want to shoot one more question?
Well, now there's a huge debate about whether or not it was Kevin James, and then whether or not Mall Cop was any good. So we can opine about that. We do have a good question from Tumor20, who apparently, Stacy, has been looking up your IMDb page. Tumor20 wants to know how you feel about continually playing like a cop or a guard or a security officer from show to show. Is that typecasting? Is it cool? Is it fun for you?
Well, to me, first of all, you can't be typecast unless you're working. That's first of all. Second of all, I actually enjoy it. I mean, you know, it was one of my things and passions that I really wanted to do. I was like, hey, you know, one day I want my own crime drama with a little bit comedy in it.
Yeah.
So playing the cop roles, it doesn't really bother me because I actually get to perform some of my stand-up in commercials, and I'm a stand-up comedian also, so I get to show my dramatic side with the crime dramas, and then all of a sudden flip and, you know, do the comedy. So eventually I think it'll come together. But hey, whatever pays the bills.
Exactly, you guys. Like, seriously, when the train comes by, you just get on. Like, you don't ask questions, you just get on the train. And then later on, you tell everybody when you've got a series or you're making a name for yourself. Then you tell people what you want to do, and you get to branch out more and do other things. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this Dr. Pepper ad that he did more recently. You got to watch closely because there's a lot of actors in this, but Stacy's one of the segments in this commercial. So let's take a look.
Hey kid, how many fingers do you see? 23.
Chicago 23, New York 23, Rancho Cucamonga 23.
Drop and give me 23.
Only Dr. Pepper is made from 23 flavors. 23. For a taste so mind-blowing, it's all you can think about.
23. Over there.
The spider monkey is indigenous to
23.
With 23 flavors in every Dr. Pepper.
Number 23 on the can.
Yeah, there's Dr. Pepper is a very specific soda. There's certain people who have a real thing with it. Don't you guys agree?
I love Dr. Pepper.
I know you
love it. Well, here's the thing. It was the one soda I liked in a vending machine in college where I did a lot of computer programming, and I would jack myself up on Dr. Pepper for hours at a time while I was like, doing computer programming projects. And now I cannot program computers without a Dr. Pepper. My synapses have been aligned that way where it is impossible for me to do so otherwise.
So you completely connect the Dr. Pepper with your skill at computer programming.
Yes, I do, and I attribute it to that. I am ever in debt to that company. Thank you.
You could do a commercial for them too, Brian. I mean,
I'll do a commercial for everyone. Just get me a T-shirt that says "sell out," and then I'll give them money, and then I'll pay someone else to sell out for me because I won't have so much time because I'll be selling out so much all day.
I will be standing right behind you selling out number 2 T-shirt. Mike, I'm sure there's a lot blowing up in there because I haven't been over there in a while. What's going on?
It's a little bit. First of all, Brian, you need to be a doctor to do Dr. Pepper commercials, like Dr. J, Dr. Dre.
Actually, I am a doctor. I am a doctor. Well, any one of my plane tickets will tell you that I am a doctor. That this is true, and you get bumped up first, and you get better treatment through customer service when you use the prefix doctor. However, it did get me one day because someone was like really ill on a plane one day, and they saw that there was a doctor in seat like 24F or something, and they're like, "I'm sorry, we have someone that's really sick, and we see that you're a doctor." I'm like, "No, doctor of computer science."
Really? I didn't know you were a doctor.
Yeah,
really?
I'm
you have
not.
a PhD?
I'm not.
He's not. He
liar.
uses it for good plane tickets.
Yeah, that's all. I'm a
Smart.
liar.
Wow, I learn all kinds of things here at the stream.tv. Dr. Rebecca Michael?
Actually, we had a question in the chat room. I think it's been explained, but if we could cover, some people did not know what typecasting was and how that affects you when you work. Is it a good thing or bad thing? I mean, I think we said it was good because you get paid, but can we explain what typecasting is?
Yes, we can. Right now I'm trying to think of someone famous that's typecasted a lot, but what they were asking about Stacy was Stacy does a lot of cops, security guards, military-looking guys. FBI, private eye kind of stuff. He looks like an authoritative, smart, legal kind of guy. And so he started booking those kind of roles, and once he started booking them, people started seeing him that way more and more in casting. And so what typecasting means is right now he works a lot in those kind of roles. I think someone famous that would be kind of typecasted is like when Arnold Schwarzenegger did a lot of movies, he always played like some crazy maniac, like authoritative person. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm trying to think of girls that would be typecasted. Chloe, can you think of anybody off the top of your head? Like, for example, Meg Ryan, she was the comedy queen, America's sweetheart, Jennifer Aniston. All they do is like comedies, pretty much. So, but they're not really typecasted. But you will see, if you watch a lot of TV, you'll see the same TV actors playing the same kind of roles over and over and over. Not just because that's all they're going out for, because that's how they're seen. Like, they just play that part really well. Racial profilers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look at it like this. Far as being typecast, in a way I'm typecast, in a way I'm not. The fact of the matter is, the casting directors, they see you as this type of guy, and they say, okay, he's a cop, he's a dad, or he's a bad guy. It's whatever image that you portray to the world of television that they can put you in. As an actor, you can't play every role in Hollywood. Right. So that's why when I focused on the cop roles, I said, well, you know what, I can master this. Yeah. And it can lead to something. It led to Raising the Bar, actually.
Things, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it can lead to a cop drama where you're one of the main cops, or you could be, you know, in one of the Law and Orders, or not Law and Order, but you know, the CSIs and all those. So let's go ahead and take a look at something that you weren't typecasted as a lot in commercials, where you're playing a dad. Let's go ahead and take a look at MS Word. She's adorable. That little girl.
She is.
She's so cute.
She was a joy to work with. I mean, she was just so smart and, you know, well mannerable. I mean, you know, her parents was there. They had a teacher on set. Oh, just to let you know, whenever kids are on set, they have to have a teacher.
Right.
So, you know, she was doing her work all day. I mean, she was teaching me a lot. I mean, sometimes, you know, as an actor, you think you know a lot until you work with a kid, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, when we had Owen on, he told a funny story about the kiddie book, the DQ commercial, where the kid was like, don't say the line like this, say the line like that. Like, the kid was like, you know, was like, man, kid, if you're gonna make me lose this commercial because you directed me in front of the director, like, it was the funniest thing. Like, because some of these kids are like big showbiz kids, like, all they do is work, you know, all the time, and they just like think that they're like, you know, so it's nice when you're with a kid who's humble, but not all of them. Mike.
Yeah, W.C. Fields said never work with children or animals, and Stacy did both. You know why? Because Stacy's that good of an actor. Better than W.C. Fields. Can I do some quick shout-outs and then get a question? Bottom Boy, Pepperoni Samurai, Timer FX, Shocker 123, Roderth 86, and Kick Liquid. And a good question from Bruce Baby in the IM lounge. Stacy, what do you think about Judge Trudy Kessler, a.k.a. Jane Kesmerick? Is that right?
Yes, that's her name. Actually, Jane is pretty cool. When I first met her, we just sparked right off the get-go. Jane is the kind of person that, you know, a lot of people know her from Malcolm in the Middle. And she come on the set, she's like the comic relief to the set every time she's there, because she's just cracking jokes between takes. I mean, it gets so hot in that courtroom sometime, and you know, her and I, we just go back and forth and crack jokes with each other. So we talk about relationships and stuff. She's like a mentor to me, actually. I've been working with her for 2 seasons. She's a doll. A lot of people get the wrong perception of her from being on that show, because she's such a mean judge, you know. But she just, hey, she's a strong woman, and she don't take no mess. And we need some more lady judges like that.
Yeah, she's playing a character, so yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to, we've gotten through a lot of the commercial pieces, and I'm really excited because that gives me some time to get into some theatrical stuff you've done. We're going to take a look at your theatrical reel where we're showing a lot of the cop things that you've played, so let's go ahead and take a look.
Yo, Big Vince, grab a hot dog?
Gotta watch my nitrites. Listen, though. Remember I told you about my girlfriend? Works in a warrant room in Brooklyn?
Yeah, Chantel, she okay?
She's fine. But last night I was talking to her on this case, and she started tripping. Tells me just a couple of days ago, there were some people at the office looking for some paper on your boy. Papers that go way back, like 15 years.
On Rodriguez?
Nah, your witness, Pedro Morales. Thought you should know.
Yes, officer?
You can't park here. This is a no-stopping zone.
Oh, I'm picking up my daughter. I'll just be a minute.
If it gets to be more than that, you need to drive around the block.
Oh, okay.
Have a good one.
My spare key.
Maybe it's not the safest place for it.
I'm gonna need all the locks changed this morning as well.
Did you have trouble here, Miss Lowe?
Well, my children are coming home today. Just want to make sure everything's secure.
I'll need to measure those bedroom windows.
Yo, Big Vince.
What's up?
Do me a solid?
How solid?
Well, I was thinking maybe Andy could stay up here through lunch. You let me bring him a sandwich. He's been on the wrong side of this deal for a while, brother.
No hot, no sharp.
No doubt.
Huh?
My man.
You talking about a sandwich makes me hungry. That was really great, Stacy. Like, that's a huge body. And that's just like a little bit of his work, you guys, because we can't show everything he's done.
Yes.
But that's a huge accomplishment to be in LA and be working like that as a regular on a show. And also just all those shows are big shows. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I think The Bold and the Beautiful just got canceled this past year or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Because soaps, for some reason, are really hurting because the younger kids, I guess, aren't watching them. But I don't know what's going on with that. But it's interesting. We've had a lot of people on here who have been on all the soaps. And I used to watch The Bold and the Beautiful in college. That was
I used to have to watch soaps all the time. I mean, you know, my mom would work during the day and I would be at home. And I would have to watch some of the soaps. So she'd come home and say, "What happened?"
Yeah.
So tell me what did Victor Newman do to such? I'm just like, okay, well, I was washing dishes at the time. Didn't I tell you to watch the soaps?
Yeah, because back then we didn't have TiVo.
Yeah, you know, so she would have me watch them while she at work, and I'm about to tell her because she would catch the tail end of the show.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, so what happened at the beginning of the show?" So, Mama, I don't know. I was in the bathroom. Didn't I tell you to watch the show?
They're addictive, like, because the people become like real people to you. Mike, did they recognize our little friend here, Stacy?
They did, and Tumor 20 just posted Stacy's IMDb page, so if you want to click on that, please go ahead.
Oh, that's good.
First of all, a quick update, and I don't know if we're allowed to do this through Major League Baseball, but Pappy just hit a homer, so now it's 6-3 Yankees. So it can still be anybody's ball game. Okay. The Ripper in the chat rooms thinks that Stacy is everywhere because you work so much. And then we're having a little debate now in the chat room about whether or not soap operas are actually any good. So maybe Stacy can chime in a little bit about why soap operas actually are really cool to work on. And then there was another little discussion between Kick Liquid and Timer FX about Mark Paul Gosselaar's hair, about why they decided to shorten it for the upcoming season.
Oh, I got all those questions.
Okay.
I guess with the soaps, what's so cool about working on soaps, I mean, you're in and out in 30 minutes. You show up to the set, it's like they got 4 cameras, it's a stage, they shoot one scene, and then they roll the cameras to the next scene, and it's all staged. So 4 cameras, and they're shooting straight. It's like shooting a talk show with Jay Leno or something. So it's not as much as working on Raising a Bar. You have to turn the cameras around. And I love either or, but it's just working on soaps. It's just an easier feel. You just go in there and do your thing. You rehearse, do your lines, and you're out. Far as Raising a Bar, what was the question on Raising a Bar again?
About Zach's hair.
Oh yeah, about his hair. Oh, okay. It was so.
It's an issue dear and personal to me.
We
Stacey.
actually did an episode about that at the beginning of this season. We did an episode that he cut his hair because they celebrated his birthday and had all this long hair. Everybody wore wigs at the bar. We was all joning them on videos, right? So a lot of people were complaining about his long hair. So they was like, when is that guy gonna cut his hair? So they did it for the fans. They did it for the fans of the show. Yeah.
So the real question is, when's Mike gonna cut his hair?
If I get signed to a contract on a Stephen Bochco show, absolutely. Until then, probably not.
Mike, you have a real Samson complex.
I really do.
Well, I don't want to cut my hair either, so I like long hair. Are we getting adjectives?
I have adjectives,
Because I
totally have.
I want you to know I fulfilled your dream this week, Mike Beatrice. We had some technical problems when I got the studio. That item you wanted us to sell this week, we almost didn't get to sell.
But we have it?
Oh. Look to the
actually, it's not for me, it's for the chat stars. They're going to love it.
Look to the left, Mike.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. You're scared, aren't you?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
You just gave it away.
Hard to starboard, Mr. Hooper.
I didn't know we were going to go into Jaws quotes. Chloe, you're too young for this. Too young for Jaws quotes. That's hilarious, Mike. How clever. I love you. Okay, so while we're getting the rest of those adjectives, let's show about 30 to 50 seconds of Stacy's comedy reel. Stacy is a huge stand-up comedian, you guys. I forgot to mention that, so let's go ahead and take a look.
If you got kids and you know they're your child, take care of that child. Pay that child support. You know that's your child. He looks just like you. Now, granted, ladies, fellas, some fellas in here pay their child. How many fellas take care of their children? They pay their child. That's what I'm talking about. So to my fellas, you pay your child support. My girl, baby daddy pays child support all the time. Every 2 weeks, they come out his check, $365. Every 2 weeks. I love it. He got a good job. I make sure he never miss a day of work. You hear me? I ain't lying. His car broke down 1 week. He didn't have no ride to work. I went over there and picked him up. He didn't even know I was coming. I just drove over there. Come on, bro. You got to come on out the house. You got 5 minutes to get to work. I got bills to pay. Telling you, man, I ain't got time for that, man. Handicapped people can accomplish what anybody else can accomplish. I'm going to tell you. My uncle handicapped. And he the biggest dope dealer in Jackson, Mississippi. I ain't going to lie. Look, his name Uncle.
Wait, I love Bet Television.
Bet, right?
Bet. I think they should call it that. I think it's snazzier.
Bet.
If they would just call it Bet TV. Like,
Bet. Yeah,
and then they
so
could do
funny.
this.
That is so funny. I love it. I can't wait till you get a show on Bet. Like, hey, I just got a TV deal. With who? With Bet. Bet? Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
It doesn't get any whiter than Rebecca Michael. That's right, people. And I have Italian in me. You'd think I'd know better, but you know.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is
Mike,
so funny.
how are we doing with words? We got good words?
Adjectives? Yeah, whenever you want them.
Okay, let's Brian, how are your typing spelling skills ready to go?
Typing, yes. Spelling, no.
Let's see. I promised Loyal Casanova earlier in the week we would use the adjective, and it's not a real one, but wolveracious.
So
that's going to be in there. Let's see. Timer FX threw out luscious. We like that. Let's see. Vegs threw out cantankerous, which is always enjoyable. Drink Moxie threw out a bunch. We'll go with skanky. Skanky from Drink Moxie. That's 4, right? One more?
One more.
Let's see. We'll go with Anastasia with Pearly. We have a very literate audience. I really like this. I like that you guys, I think we should all get together and play, I don't know if we could do it like on Stream, Lose, or Draw, but do like Scrabble one night. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Stream, Lose, or Scrabble?
Exactly. Strip Scrabble.
I love Scrabble.
Well, and again, once again, Stacy, I apologize for my spelling. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read.
He's a computer genius, but he can't spell his way out of the bag.
I love these words. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, Stacy.
Yeah, sure.
Take it away.
Great.
We're selling. What are we selling, Stacy?
We're selling. Actually, I'm going to sell this shark right here. However I sell it, and that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay. So let's. All right. And action. Normally, I like chicken. I eat chicken all the time, but until I got into fish, I was like, wow. What about some shark? So I got this wolveracious shark right here. I mean, this shark is tasty. You thought chicken was good? You haven't had nothing yet. This shark found in the middle of the sea, and I was just swimming in the middle of the day, and I looked up under the water. I was like, oh, that is so luscious. And then I swam over and I just hugged the shark, and I said, no more chicken for me. I'm going to go with this cantankerous shark. And then I grabbed it, threw it up on the ship, and all of a sudden I was like, Skanky! Oh, Skanky! I'm going to name you Skanky. And then after that, it was just Pearly. It was so pearly. And I laid the shark on my plate, and it was one of the best sharks I ever had. So if you want to go out to the store today, don't get chicken. I used to love chicken so much I wanted to marry a chicken until I got Pearly.
Oh. Bravo. You're making me want to eat shark sushi. Everything's making me hungry tonight. I need to eat. I have a date after this. With a shark. Probably is. Mike.
The chat room loved that. You're getting a lot of like silent applause and claps and LOLs because and the chat rooms know what I know. We know where that shark has been. That's nothing you ever need to know, Stacy. unless you watch the archives.
I have a quick question. Chloe, are you going to be able to blur out my address on the back of that postcard?
I can try it. I can try it.
Because I don't want Mike like showing up at my house drunk off of whiskey at like 2 a.m. going, you know what we should do with the show?
Like that's never happened before. It'll be me and Stacy and the shark.
Or he'll be like, those damn Red Sox again.
Actually, oh man, I about that shark thing, I said I got in the water and swim. I really don't know how to swim that well. I mean, really. I almost drowned a couple of years ago. Yes.
You need to be careful.
Yes.
Where, in the ocean?
No, in a 3-foot pool, actually.
Oh, don't come to Real Cool Club. Don't come to Ethan's show. You could die on set. We don't need that. Brian does not need any more lawsuits. He's got plenty that he can handle. All right. So you guys, we're gonna have Stacy here for the post show afterwards. So start thinking of really good questions that we didn't get to during the show. Please visit Stacy. What's your website? Give them all your website
stuff. My website is you can hit me up on Facebook. I'm on Facebook 24/7. So if you want to chat with me or anything, just add me on Facebook. And also my website is being forwarded to my Actors Access page. So in the meantime, you can go to my Facebook page. But I got a great website designer that is one of the best designers in the country. I had another website built, and now he's about to do this website to a whole nother level. It's going to be like a huge Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all up in one. So I'm going to really be able to connect with my fans as I grow as an actor, and that's stacyhall.tv.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
stacyhall.tv.
So hit him up on Facebook, stacyhall.tv. If you can go to imdb.com, punch in Stacy Hall so we can run up his star meter, and Google him as much as you can. We're going to go ahead and head to the post show. You guys are awesome. We had a great show with you tonight. Stick around. We got the game show and Doc Mock. Is Doc Mock going to be here tonight? Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's always here. So guys, stick around. We're going to be in the post show in a few minutes, all right? Thanks so much. Good night from commercial break.